Imagine waking up one day to realize that everything you believed about life was just the surface. Beneath the illusions of wealth, health, and relationships lies a deeper truth, one that can guide us toward lasting peace and happiness. This is the essence of the Buddha's teachings, not a demand for blind faith, but an invitation to see the truth for ourselves. Through understanding, we can transform our lives. In this exploration, we will dive into the Buddha's profound message to wake up to reality. Together, we will reflect on the four divine messengers, symbols of life's unavoidable truths, and uncover how embracing these realities can lead us to ultimate freedom. The power of self-reflection in Buddhism. Buddhism places immense value on self-reflection and independent thinking. The Buddha himself taught, "Come and see, don't simply believe." This approach encourages us to question, investigate, and apply the teachings in our lives. Ask yourself, are these teachings true in my experience? Do they help me become happier and more at peace? This independence is what makes Buddhism so relevant, even in modern life. Unlike doctrines that insist on adherence, the Buddha's message empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and choices. Four divine messengers, lessons from life itself. The Buddha described four vivid messengers in life that awaken us to reality. These messengers are not divine beings but ordinary experiences that every human encounters. 1. The newborn child. A newborn child symbolizes karma and the continuity of life. Consider how babies come into the world under vastly different circumstances. Some in wealthy families with every luxury, others in poverty without basic necessities. This stark contrast is not random. Buddhism teaches that our circumstances at birth are shaped by our past actions, or karma. Reflecting on this truth can inspire us to act responsibly in this life, knowing that our actions have ripple effects beyond what we can immediately see. Imagine a child born into extreme poverty, struggling for food and education. Compare this with a child born into privilege, attending the best schools and living in abundance. The disparities often seem unjust, but they remind us of the intricate law of cause and effect. What kind of karma am I creating today for my future? 2. The elderly person. Growing old is a universal truth we often ignore. Yet, observing an elderly person, perhaps frail, with gray hair, and dependent on others, forces us to confront our own mortality. Think of your grandparents or an elderly neighbor. How has their life changed with age? From once being strong and independent, they may now need help for basic tasks. This reality should encourage us to value our youth and health, using them wisely to cultivate good deeds and meaningful connections. Old age is not something to fear, but to prepare for by building a foundation of kindness, generosity, and wisdom. 3. The dead person. The inevitability of death is perhaps the hardest truth to accept. No matter how wealthy, powerful, or loved we are, death comes for everyone. Consider the loss of a loved one. The pain of their absence often brings clarity about life's fleeting nature. Death reminds us of what truly matters, not material possessions but the quality of our actions and relationships. Understanding death can inspire us to live fully in the present, prioritizing what truly brings peace and joy. 4. The criminal and punishment. A criminal facing punishment demonstrates the consequences of unwholesome actions. While justice systems differ worldwide, the principle remains the same. Our actions have consequences. In some countries, severe penalties await drug traffickers, including life imprisonment or even capital punishment. These punishments illustrate how certain choices lead to suffering not only in this life, but in the next. Seeing these consequences can motivate us to choose a path of integrity and kindness, ensuring a better future for ourselves and others. Practical ways to embrace reality. Acknowledging these truths is not enough. We must act on them. Here are practical steps to live with awareness. 1. Daily reflection. Spend time each day contemplating the realities of aging, sickness, death, and karma. 2. Acts of kindness. Engage in generous and compassionate acts, creating positive karma. 3. Mindful living. Embrace the present moment, letting go of attachments to material things. 4. Meditation. Develop a calm and focused mind to navigate life's challenges with clarity. Before we continue to deeper insights in the next section, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, Buddhism in Modern Life. By joining us, you'll gain access to transformative teachings and practical wisdom for navigating life's ups and downs. Together, we can explore paths to inner peace and lasting happiness. As we've seen, the four messengers of life reveal undeniable truths about existence. Yet, these lessons are not meant to evoke despair, but to inspire us to walk the path of enlightenment. In the next part, we will delve into the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, the Buddha's ultimate guide to freedom from suffering. Stay tuned as we uncover how these teachings can transform our lives from the inside out. As we transition from understanding the four divine messengers of reality and their profound lessons, let us explore the steps and practices that can transform these teachings into actionable wisdom. The realization of life's impermanence and the inevitability of change is only the beginning. What follows is how we integrate this awareness into our daily lives to find peace, purpose, and true happiness. Facing the truth, a catalyst for transformation. In the first part, we discussed how the four divine messengers, a newborn child, an elderly person, a dead body, and a criminal, represent universal truths about life, death, and karma. Now, the question arises, how do we use this understanding to change our lives for the better? The Buddha did not present these truths to instill fear or despair. Instead, they are wake-up calls, urging us to embrace reality and shape our lives wisely. Ignoring these truths leads to suffering, but facing them head-on opens the door to liberation. Imagine someone realizing for the first time that their time on earth is finite. This realization can be daunting, but it can also be incredibly freeing. Suddenly, small grievances, materialistic pursuits, and fleeting desires lose their grip. This clarity allows us to prioritize what truly matters: kindness, mindfulness, and self-improvement. The Noble Eightfold Path, a practical guide. The Buddha offered the Noble Eightfold Path as a roadmap to navigate life's challenges and reach a state of lasting peace. Let's delve into each step with real-life examples and practical applications. 1. Right view. The foundation of the path is seeing life as it truly is. Accepting impermanence, karma, and the inevitability of aging and death helps us align our perspective. For instance, when faced with a loss, instead of falling into despair, we can remind ourselves that change is a natural part of existence. This mindset fosters resilience and wisdom. 2. Right intention. This involves cultivating thoughts of kindness, compassion, and detachment. Instead of holding grudges or chasing endless desires, we aim to live with pure intentions. For example, a busy professional can practice mindfulness by setting an intention each morning to approach their tasks with patience and understanding. 3. Right speech. Words have immense power. Practicing right speech means avoiding lies, gossip, and harmful language. Imagine a heated argument where one chooses to respond with calmness and empathy rather than anger. This choice not only diffuses the situation, but also strengthens relationships. 4. Right action. Ethical conduct is central to this step. Avoiding harm, stealing, or immoral behavior ensures that our actions benefit ourselves and others. For instance, volunteering at a shelter or helping a neighbor in need embodies right action, creating positive karma. 5. Right livelihood. Choosing a profession that aligns with ethical principles is crucial. A career that harms others or the environment conflicts with Buddhist values. Conversely, working in a field that promotes well-being, like healthcare or education, contributes to a meaningful life. 6. Right effort. Progress requires consistent effort. This step involves cultivating positive qualities like kindness and mindfulness while overcoming negative traits like anger and greed. For example, dedicating 10 minutes daily to meditation can help train the mind to remain calm under stress. 7. Right mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present. By observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, we can respond wisely rather than react impulsively. For instance, during a family disagreement, taking a moment to breathe and observe emotions can prevent unnecessary conflict. 8. Right concentration. This involves deepening our focus through meditation. A regular meditation practice helps quiet the mind and develop insight into the nature of reality. Over time, this leads to profound inner peace. While the Noble Eightfold Path may seem ancient, its relevance today is undeniable. Let's explore how these teachings can be integrated into contemporary scenarios. In a competitive environment, envy and stress often arise. Practicing right intention and right mindfulness can help us focus on personal growth rather than comparing ourselves to others. In our interactions, using right speech and right action can transform conflicts into opportunities for understanding. For instance, instead of retaliating during an argument, choosing words of reconciliation can strengthen bonds. The realization that life is impermanent can motivate us to pursue meaningful goals. Whether it's spending more time with loved ones or contributing to a cause, this awareness helps prioritize what truly matters. Despite our best efforts, challenges are inevitable. Procrastination, negative habits, and societal pressures can derail our progress. Here are strategies to stay on track. 1. Start small. Begin with manageable changes. For example, replace one harmful habit with a positive one, such as replacing negative self-talk with affirmations. 2. Seek support. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who inspire and encourage growth. Joining a meditation group or engaging in discussions about the Dhamma can provide valuable insights. 3. Reflect regularly. Set aside time to contemplate your actions and intentions. Journaling about daily experiences can reveal patterns and areas for improvement. The ultimate goal: liberation from suffering. The Buddha's teachings culminate in the realization of nirvana, a state free from suffering and attachment. While this ultimate goal may seem distant, every step on the path brings us closer to inner peace. Imagine a traveler climbing a mountain. Each step may be tiring, but the view becomes more breathtaking as they ascend. Similarly, every small effort to live mindfully and ethically enriches our lives. In facing life's truths, the inevitability of aging, death, and the consequences of our actions, we gain the clarity to live wisely. The Four Divine Messengers and the Noble Eightfold Path are not abstract concepts but practical tools for navigating life's complexities. Let this realization inspire action. Reflect on your daily choices, practice kindness, and prioritize what truly matters. As you do so, you'll discover a profound sense of peace and purpose. Before we conclude, if you found this discussion meaningful, consider subscribing to Buddhism in Modern Life. Join us on this journey of mindfulness and self-discovery, and let's explore the wisdom of Buddhism together. May we all wake up to reality and live with wisdom and compassion. For